Story of my life. Where do I begin? Well, really, life after COVID is what I would call this excerpt. After reviewing through old footage to give those of you that know me and those of you who don't more context, I noticed a shared trait throughout each version of myself. It is the risk I take to find harmony with the highest version of myself yet. Though every season may have not reflected this intent, there's not a season God didn't use for greater good. I'm sure all of us experienced some form of solitude and freedom over those years in isolation. Maybe it was the first time you ever got to know yourself. Me personally, I had always been in some form of isolation. Not in a negative or disassociating way. I just always felt this major calling for my life and knew that the only way I could be truly guided was through separation. Without darkness, there is no light, and that is one thing I had a hard time navigating. You see, when you give much effort to resist darkness, it only grows bigger, and before you know it, it's feasting off of your beliefs, your dreams, your confidence, and most importantly, your clarity. Life before the pandemic, I was on an international tour, dancing for our sister Solange Knowles. And after such an amazing experience, I had no idea what life would present me as a creative. Years of beating the drum as an inspiring singer to stepping out into the wellness world. Once I got any hint of the pandemic ending, I decided to take a risk and trail my tail across the nation to Los Angeles, California. I was laser gun focused. There was nothing you could tell me to change my mind. I sold majority of my clothes and furniture, shipped my car. I'd even hear horror stories about LA and what it could do to you. But I felt that with my charm and wholesome intentions, I'd be unstoppable. By then, I didn't realize how important it was to adhere to the voice of God before considering your own plans. It is by God's mercy that afforded me the opportunity to sit here and express to you my unapologetic truth that led me to my purpose. I guess sometimes you have to literally light yourself on fire, burn everything you know, change your environment, and then start anew. I have no regrets because if it wasn't for the heartache, the pain, and suffering, the death of my ego, I would never know what it feels like to be love. And that's who we all are. Simply love. If you forgot, I'd like to remind you. My aha moment started with beloved Bali, Indonesia. This would be the initiation to my unconventional divine journey. Leading up to it, my life was screaming toxicity. I was literally burned out in a relationship that was reminding me of the love I didn't have for myself and working for a company that was never satisfied. My awakening moment started in January of 2022. I had been exposed to the wonderful plant medicine ayahuasca, and everything I had visualized was coming to pass in the months to come. I had no idea how it would happen, but all I could do was wear a seatbelt because once you see what you need to see, you can either die and live the biggest lie, or you can surrender it all. Here's what happens when you choose to let go. You get you back, which is the greatest reward of all.
From Colombia you can go, I think from here you can go to Amazonas, and Bahia is over
Right
there,
here, yeah.
is here. So the distance are huge, baby, but
Yeah.
you take a flight.
So now, but Peru is right here.
Yeah, Peru is here.
Okay.
So, but if you want to go to Brazil for your birthday.
Yeah, for my birthday.
You have a call.
I could go to Peru after my birthday.
Yeah, if you feel it.
Yeah.
It will depend what you feel.
Yeah, but I feel.
I don't even know. I don't know what to expect. I don't want to expect anything.
My last meal in Santa Monica. And toothpaste on. Man, we're here now. These are the decisions I've made. Wow.
Ashe. It's so crazy. Wow, it's up. It's up. Cheers to the beginning of a whole new life. A whole new life. Oh, she outside. She out of LA. Hey! Wow, all my stuff is packed up to the top. Guys, this is the beginning of a transformative journey. I'm just fully surrendered to the blessings, the favor, the aligned opportunities, my purpose, my service for us all, for myself. All of mine were God. This is what walking on faith looks like. Wow, back in my old vehicle from 2016 when I first moved to New Orleans, you know, my first transition, major transition. Then it came to LA. Then I let this car sit because I had a different car. Gave that car back and then got this car back again. And man, I have made peace with her. Ruby is her name. She was so mad at me for just leaving her hanging on the side street of Crenshaw like it was nobody's business, just collecting dust. We have divine relationships with our cars. So when we neglect our cars, you know, and when we neglect our possessions and don't feed them with love, you know, they fall off a little bit because they're not feeling that attention. You know, everything is energy, you know. So I'm just truly grateful that I made amends with my Ruby Queen and didn't really appreciate. I was ashamed of her because I was like, it's not reflecting my true state of being a boss, divine feminine, all of the things. It didn't align with abundance. And I realized it's all about how you define abundance. If you have a working car, you are abundant. If you enjoy the speed, the type of, you know, fragrance of your car and the interior, the color, the technology, that's all different, you know. But when we buy these cars because of what it makes us look like, we're not really living in alignment, you know. It's all an illusion. So I'm just really thankful to be back in my Ruby Queen, and she has way more space. So I'm just really grateful. So grateful. I finally got a memory card. The first day of my new life. I don't have a home address. I don't really got anything other than my book bag. It is kind of crazy. It is my last official day. My eyes are so puffy. I was feeding the homeless in Vegas, and now I am getting ready to place the final things into my bag and get ready to go to Peru. Crazy. It has been a journey. I'm in Lima connecting. I've been on 4 flights. I'm really excited to get there. I made it. Let's get it. Made it. I feel like I'm back. I feel like I wasn't in my body for the past week or so being in Vegas. I'm so happy to be out of the US. No, like I can't even believe that this is really my life now. Like it's really hitting me. It's really. Good morning. I am currently in Iquitos, Peru. Looks like that might be for me. I don't know how I'm gonna get through this trip with this big bag. Oh my goodness. The purpose of me going to Peru was to get to a small village called Nauta, and I had to fly into Iquitos to get there. I was locating a car to be able to take me to the village, which was 2 hours away. And lo and behold, I ended up getting into a car with absolute strangers. But thankfully, the one on my left was a doctor, and he was an absolute plug in case I was to get sick while I was out there. And he also spoke English, which made it a lot more easier to communicate with the locals. Your girl is making friends, okay? On an adventure, and all kind of stuff. It's so weird. The feeling that had no idea what I was signing up for. But this, y'all ain't ready. Cause I wasn't ready. I was not ready. I wasn't ready. I didn't even know pictures. I didn't know what it looked like. This is just this. I took out all of my toiletries. I know. I didn't know how long I was gonna stay. I wanted to make sure I had all my stuff. You ready? Are you ready? My bed. That's my mosquito net. This is my view. My hammocks. This is my little village where I'm staying. The river. Look at all of it. These are my steps that I go down. Wow. But we're about to go into town. This is all so surreal. It really feels insane that I'm literally near the Amazon jungle, staying on the river at a whole jungle house. Because that's what this is, a jungle house. Like, I'm sleeping outside. Sleeping outside in a hut. I don't even want to tell y'all the bathroom setup. I don't even want to tell y'all the bathing situation. It's real different, and we gonna get into that shortly. Y'all could never, that's all I gotta say. Y'all could never, the convenience, shower water from a spout, the convenience of just turning it on, that doesn't exist here. The convenience of flushing a toilet, that doesn't exist here. I didn't know, and I ain't tripping, because I did this as a kid in Cuba. I ain't tripping. This is just like from my inner child all over again. I'm so excited, I'm so excited. Yo, I'm living. All this culture, all this energy. It's so awesome. Hola. This is so cool. It's screaming big tourist right now. Tourist painted across my forehead, not blending in at all. I don't think I really can blend in, actually. Oh, the little girl's smiling at me. It's so sweet. Damn. Oh, I've seen this on YouTube. Though Nauta had some restaurants, I was staying deeper in the jungle, so it made more sense for us to get groceries to prepare for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And it was also a healthier option because I was trying to stick to fruits and vegetables and maybe sometimes fish. Where I stayed was extremely beautiful. It was actually a hostel that wasn't occupied by many guests, thankfully, so I got that solo time most of the time. It had a garden where plant medicine would grow. The hammocks overlooking the river made it really easy to relax and be one with nature. There wasn't much to do socially on this part of my journey, and I enjoyed that because I wanted to clear my head most of the time from all I had gone through months, even weeks prior. I love sleeping to nature sounds, so whenever it thunderstormed, it was a real treat. Sleeping in the night was a huge adjustment. The mosquitoes were vicious, and although I had protection from the net, they would somehow still get to me. I would hear sounds that I was also unfamiliar with, and at times it would be hard to sleep because the locals found enjoyment in blasting Peruvian music from their speakers for all of the neighborhood to hear. What's up, guys? So it's about the second day that I'm in Peru. It has been fantastic so far, and by fantastic I mean a total mystery. I really didn't know what I was getting myself into, as I didn't really receive pictures of the place that I was staying, didn't really ask about bathing and, like, you know, using the bathroom, what those things would be like. All I knew was that I just needed to be here. And right now we are standing in one of my options for bathing, and that is this. Follow me. Look at her. Right there is where I stand my beautiful body and shower. I showered in my bikini and brought all of my soap, brought my conditioner, my comb, anything that I just really need immediately, and I try to make it as quick as possible. Being out here, I still am adjusting, to be honest with you. I'm just feeling all of these different emotions because, you know, so many things and situations that have just kind of happened in my life. You know, I'm facing them here as much as you can just kind of remove yourself away physically from things, mentally, you know, you still carry whatever is at the front of your mind. But I'm here because I am deepening my practice and strengthening my spiritual gifts and learning from all of the communities, the spiritual communities in these places that I feel led to travel to. Today was really exciting because I got to sit with an elder and chat with her about my intention for exploring my spiritual gifts and ways to help me, guide me to receiving clarity on how to strengthen them. I'm really excited. She confirmed that I'm definitely a healer and that my future is super bright. After she told me that, I was able to request more time with her. We're gonna be doing ceremony. For those of you that are aware of plant medicine, she also offered me a plant diet, a dieta. So if I'm interested in partaking in it after the ceremonies, it'll be for 8 days and I'll be in isolation and meditating on the specific plant medicine that she has been guided to share with me. So yeah, really different things happening. I'm meeting new people. There's all kinds of energies I'm not familiar with, you know, and it's really strengthening. I feel very much so alive, that's for sure. And I'm just trying to find different things to do throughout my day. So tomorrow I'm really excited because I also found a meditation class and I'm gonna experience that first thing in the morning. All right, so I'm gonna get back to my room and get ready for my evening.
Ever been exposed to a space that you have no idea how much significance it will have in your life? That was this for me, and I'm so excited to share why in the next videos to come.
White butterflies, blue butterflies, all kind of flies. Ooh, and one big ass lizard. What that thing huge. Hold on. Is that an iguana? Like, damn. Damn. That baby is big. Whoa.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Could you please say that again?
No, that thing huge. I'm gonna let him go.
I'm sorry.
I decided to take this walk by myself. Usually I'm accompanied. Dang, he hopped across big as hell. Oh God, I would have ran if he was close. I would have run. I can hear my grandmother now telling me, would have run. Not ran, run. This is absolutely beautiful. Feels really good to be by myself. I had a few people with me, which is fine, but you know, there's nothing like experiencing your own energy and exploring and like, whoa, shit, I'm gonna go in. And was too loud for me. I'm cool. As long as I don't see nothing crazy. What I just thought was actually crazy. I just like don't really care to see snakes, you feel me? Like that's one thing I don't mind not seeing. I don't mind not seeing snakes. Ever just stand and stare in awe? Back to what I was saying before I was interrupted by a huge lizard. It just feels really nice to be on my own energy. Because at the end of the day, that's what I came here to do. Though I am wanting to connect with individuals who have spiritual practices that maybe they can let me know about and XYZ. I just find it super important to dive into my own wisdom and understanding. Well, really God's understanding. You know, just be able to hear from God more about what I'm called to do on this journey. When I was living in Los Angeles, there would be people on my path to where like I listened to their opinions and I made decisions based on what they were telling me. So it's like that doesn't change just because you go somewhere in the world. People are gonna have their own experiences, especially people that have lived here and they've experienced what it's like. And it's like, that was your experience. I'm gonna take what I need and see for myself. You feel me? So that's why I'm just like, all right, it's time to ditch some folk. I found that my energy just kept on like dipping
I'm just like, yeah, no, 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 no. You go, go, go on your own. It feels really refreshing. I had a beautiful meditation. The first one was with a group, and now this second one that I did was solo. That was everything to me because I really connected with myself and went deep into my own being. And I'm happy about it because for a few days I was just feeling a little bit like not fully connected. So today I'm fully connected and I feel good. I feel God all on me, all through me. Let's see what happens now with this awareness and this feeling and this connection. Ashe. Tears fill my eyes as I conclude a solo meditation that I learned in Bali, that I've been able to take with me and experience in every different part that I'm traveling. This deepness that I feel, this love that I feel for myself, humanity, this world, this earth, this universe, this sacred universal force that guides us. I feel a deep sense of gratitude for every part of myself, every part of me that was needed to become who I am. In this meditation, I imagined me in a big field with every version of myself. I also imagined my younger self walking to my older self as if I was the parent, being really proud of myself because that's how I feel right now. Very proud of myself. Very proud of myself. Just being able to witness what it was like to like crawl and feel that again and tap into that energy of that little baby, that was me, and then felt this deep calling that I could stand up on my own 2 feet and feel and find my balance and take the first step. You know, I got to see that. I have no idea what I was wearing. I almost want to call my mom and ask, what did I have on? Just to get a deeper, more clear visualization of that moment, you know. And then I was able to see different versions of myself as a young girl, as a teenager, as, you know, a young adult, and now a woman. I saw myself on a school bus, but it wasn't necessarily me that was driving myself. It was a guide just driving me to the next destination, the next journey, and just going on this journey, and how every part of me was needed because, you know, sometimes I struggle with certain versions of myself and wanting to deny them because of what they may have done or what, you know, pain they may have brought onto and into my experience. But that was a beautiful moment because you know, the ability to connect and see every version of myself as necessary to who I'm becoming now is just really sacred work, really sacred visualization. So I'm just processing, documenting this moment. It's the beginning of a new journey that I've chosen for myself that I believe is very much so spirit-led, soul-led. And I'm open and I surrender to this driving force that inspires me to reach out for more every single day and judge less, you know, and just be love. Just be love. Wow. Wow. Now, one thing I will say, I don't know what Peru's doing to my skin. Doesn't usually do this, but I accept. Tears all in my eyes. I don't have a mirror out here, so this is only really ever the time I get to look at myself. Still beautiful, still glowing. All of that meditation was filled with much deep laughter, childlike laughter. And ever since I've learned to express emotions from my child state and whatever needs to come up and whatever happened to me that may be blocking me from, you know, making space in my heart, I allow myself to express as that child version or teenage version or adult version. And instead of expressing from this now moment, it's quite powerful when I do this. But yeah, I'm preparing. I have a really important ceremony coming up in the next few days. Tomorrow I go on a boat ride on the river, which I'm super stoked for, because I get to feel and embody this energy of this massive river, which is the birthplace for the Amazon River. That is the source. It's going to be very beautiful to sit on this water. I'm going to be feeling it so much, so much. But I kiss myself. I thank myself. I honor myself. I love myself. Powerful energy. Thank you to those of you who resonate with this message, and I pray that you receive the vibrations that you feel through this lens. I pray that you receive it. I pray that you surrender to this love, to this driving force that is carrying both you and I. And I really look forward to whatever it is that you feel led to share with me, and how maybe some of the stories I'm sharing, how it resonates with you and where you are on your journey. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. You're so worthy of love, of getting to know yourself, your truest self. Your truest self, not who you think you are, who you already are.